Right, I'm here in my neighbour's front garden and I just want to do a short video. It's the 25th of May 2020, so I just want to do a short video about keeping interest in the garden, not only all year round but also when not a lot's in flower. So you do that by having a variation in foliage, in form, in colour of foliage, shape of foliage. So I just want to kind of go through what's happening here at the moment. The only thing around here that's in flower is this geranium that's just about to come out. This is the early flowering white rhododendron, so this has these quite nice hairy leaves. It's a nice shaped plant. So it provides a nice foil for other plants. So the idea is that this geranium should spread. You can see it spreading over there slowly but surely. So hopefully as that gets a little bit bigger, it'll scramble through a little bit more and it will add extra interest to this area here in summer. And then you've got the Pyrrhus, which obviously looks like there's a bit of frost damage here from that cold spell that we had. But again, you see it's a different shape foliage, it's different colour. Both of these are evergreen. Obviously earlier on you get this is red, this is very red as that new spring growth comes through. You occasionally get white flowers as well. And again, that contrasts yet again with the colour and the shape of this this jasmine. So you've got the new growth and then you've got the older growth, which is more yellow. That again contrasts with the brickwork. So if this was more a kind of pinky browny colour, you wouldn't see it against that brickwork. And then as you can see here, my clematis montana is just about finished, but you can see how in this strong sun how purple that is, how dark that foliage is now, which again this same jasmine, it contrasts so well with that. And of course these jasmine flowers are white, so when this jasmine flowers, the actual white flowers look so good with that. The white flowers actually look better with this clematis as a backdrop than they do with this jasmine as a backdrop. And again, the leaves are a completely different shape, so you've got this contrast, you've got this interest all the time. Then behind it in my garden, again we've got this acer. Again, different shaped leaves to the Pyrrhus and the montana, and again different colour. Also there will be a different colour in autumn as this colours up yellow, and mainly yellow but orange, red, etc. Again that will colour up again, that will change. So then we come down to this fuchsia. Again, the leaves are a different colour, quite similar shaped leaves to the Pyrrhus, but completely different colour, completely different contrast. Complete contrast there in colour. And again, this is a later flowering plant, so it'll be coming into flower in the next month or so, and then right throughout summer and autumn. Then we've got the Camellia Yuletide. You see all this lovely new growth here, this kind of bronzy new growth. It's lovely and shiny, it's evergreen. So this is evergreen, that's evergreen, this is deciduous. There's other plants as well that are deciduous, so you've got this year-round interest. And again, the green contrasts nicely with that purple of my Montana Maylene, both the green and the brown, and again with that, shape's a similar shape, but the colours a good contrast. So again, you're taking into account as well the new growth. The new growth on this is just wonderful. And then I still can't remember what this is called, but this has now come up and we'll get up to about here and we'll flower. But again, in this it is quite sunny up here, but further down it's quite shady. So this strong variegation here really adds some brightness to really contrast with that dark purple there. They really make each other stand out. Or this purple really makes this stand out, and the fact that this is dark as well. The shiny green leaves, but they are quite dark leaves. This really then, gives this and that, gives that more impact. And then again, another completely again leaves much bigger, different, similar shape, but to the clematis, but much bigger leaves and different colour variegation, etc. And then again, completely different again. We've got the leaves of the Japanese anemone, which will flower kind of late July, probably August, September, maybe late July. And that dies back. So again, it's just different contrasts. Again, we come here, we've got Fuchsia Jenny, I think it's called. Again, you see how that contrasts with, colour-wise anyway, the leaves are quite similar, but colour-wise that contrasts with my Maylene. And we've got a Daphne here, again, very small leaves, quite grey-green. So again, that contrasts with the yellow of the fuchsia. Another geranium down there, which again, different shaped leaves. Round here, we've got this phormium, so obviously that's big spiky leaves, completely different to this cistus here, which should be coming into flower. I think there's been one flower on it already, but certainly over the next week or two. And again, this is grey-green foliage, completely different shape, completely different colour to contrast with that. And then also around here, you've got that small, this dwarf rhododendron. Again, completely different shape and leaf colour to this. That's evergreen, this is evergreen, that's pretty much evergreen. And then you've got the lavender and then the dianthus there in the sunniest positions. So yeah, so even though there's not a lot in flower at the moment, this fuchsia's coming into flower a little bit, there is still a lot of interest. And that's, I think, what makes something successful. If you just have one type of plant, whatever type of plant it is, whether it's clematis, whether it's honeysuckle, whether it's roses, whether it's Japanese anemones, whether it's fuchsias, and you just stick with that one plant, you're going to get a massive flower at one particular time of the year, and the rest of the year there's not going to be a great deal going on. So yeah, I could do the same going around my small garden, but I think you get the point. I think I'll leave it there for now. Okay, bye for now.